guys, welcome back to another video, and just to let you know that this one's brought to you by Squarespace. From websites to analytics and marketing tools, Squarespace is the all-in-one place to grow your online presence and manage your business. But today's video is just going to be a typical daily routine. I'm going to show you everything from training, going to show you the meals I eat. So I always wake up around 7 o'clock in the morning. First things first, I get in a quick yoga session, about 10 minutes or so, just to stretch out the body, get those joints nice and mobile and everything kind of activated. That's something I've been doing regularly recently, especially during pre-season. I was doing it mostly twice a day, so first thing in the morning and last thing at night before bed. Just a really good way to keep that body nice and supple, help you with your recovery. Would really recommend it. So try and incorporate some kind of stretching routine into your daily schedules if you possibly can. Now I'm just making some breakfast, so it's going to be fairly light. I'm going to have 2 eggs, 1 slice of brown toast, and a banana and a coffee. And in my coffee I'm going to be putting some collagen peptides. We actually got given this by the club. Each of the players got a whole pack of it. So I'm going to be trying this out, seeing if it can help me. It's meant to be really good for joint and skin health. So I'm just going to whip up this breakfast. So breakfast is served, but just to give you an update on my groin, things are definitely improving. It's just a standard healing time. Usually it's around 4 to 6 weeks, and we seem right on track with that. Been working hard with the physio. I'm back in full contact training. At first I was kind of doing about 60 to 70% of the sessions, and then I would come out and do some work with the physio. Now I'm in all of the training sessions for 100% of the time. So now it's just a case of building my match fitness and trying to get sharp so that I can get some minutes on the pitch. So working hard towards that. Our team has kicked off the season. We won our first game against OKC. Really good game. That's like a local rivalry here. Very exciting. I was at the game on the bench, so I got to see it in person. Really great atmosphere. Good to see the fans back in the stadium. I did have my first experience playing at home as well. We had a pre-season friendly, which was amazing. Some of the fans came in as well. Great atmosphere. Good to get on the grass again and see where we're going to be playing our games at home this season as well. Really enjoyed that. So today's schedule, I'm going to take you through my entire routine. After I'm done with my breakfast, I'm going to sit and read for a little bit. I'm reading this book here. It's called Atomic Habits. Really been enjoying that book. It's all about kind of developing good healthy habits, how you can develop good habits that make a small difference in your day-to-day but can make a huge difference throughout your life. Then we're going to get over to the training facility, and I decided today I'm going to do a voiceover to kind of take you through what a typical training session looks like for us. We do have a gym session today as well, so I'll do a voiceover for that and kind of explain all of the different exercises that we're doing, and hopefully I can give you a good insight into a full day in the life. So just going to finish my breakfast and then we'll get over to the training facility. So I usually leave for the training facility about 8:45 in the morning. It takes about 15 minutes to get up there, so I usually arrive around 9 a.m. Then we have to check in, get our temperature took at the door to make sure we're not experiencing any fever symptoms. And then we have to weigh ourselves on the scales and check into our tie-in apps. So each player gets their own individual login. And in this app, we basically have to let our physiotherapist know if we're experiencing any sickness symptoms, if we have any issues with our body. We have to report that before our sessions, just to basically know if we're physically fit enough to take on the demands of that session. Then we also have to weigh in as well, enter in our weight. And then when we get to the facility, we usually start with our prehab, our activation work. Some guys do it, some guys don't. I like to do it every day just to activate my body and prepare it for the session ahead, help avoid any of those overuse injuries if possible. Then we usually get ready to go out on the pitch around 9:45. Guys will get out there about 15 minutes early to start the rondos. Rondos is something most players look forward to every day, where you have players around the outside, then 2 in the middle. You basically got to keep possession, trying to keep the ball away from the people in the middle for as long as possible. Then we'll get into our warm-up and usually go straight into some SAQ work. So a lot of fast feet, some hurdle work, some small accelerations, just to get everything fired up. We'll do a short session like this most days. Our assistant coach will vary up the types of exercise, but they usually involve some kind of fast feet, short accelerations, and things of that nature. Then we'll typically go into some technical passing drills, just without competition to begin with, to get our technique right and sharp. So we'll usually go through different sequences, just try to play the ball in, challenging each other's first touch. And then we'll usually go into some small possession-based games where we're just having to keep the ball away from each other. This time we're competing against one another. And then we'll go into some tactical work, whether we're working on a certain formation or sequences of play. Unfortunately, I can't show you that, it's confidential. But after we've worked on a few tactics, we'll usually go into open play, whether that's small-sided or maybe we'll sometimes even open out onto the big pitch for a few minutes or so, usually 5-minute games, competing against one another, just trying to put our practice into a match situation. And once we're done with that, guys will stay at the end, work on some free kicks, work on some shooting, just some individual repetitions that they want to work on specifically. Then after the session's done, today we had a gym session, so we'll change into our gym shoes. Then we go into the workout room, and what's nice is our strength and conditioning coach puts all the exercises up on a whiteboard with all the reps and sets, so you can kind of come in your own time and complete the workout in your own time. So you can just come over to the board, see what exercises you've got to complete for that day, and then you can get on with your workout at your own pace. But a lot of our exercises, as you'll notice, involve some kind of core stability. That's always a huge emphasis in all of these gym sessions. So it's never really heavy lifting. We're not doing power lifts or anything like that. It's just a lot of functional work with a bit of resistance to build that strength, but we're mainly focusing on building that core stability. That's going to help us avoid injuries, be more powerful, and take on the load of training and games throughout the season, because they come thick and fast. It's definitely very tiresome on the body, and if you're not strengthening up your body, that's how you're going to get those overuse injuries if you have weaknesses anywhere. So a lot of these workouts are designed just to keep your overall body strong, with a huge emphasis on that core stability and mobility. We do a lot of mobility as well, just to keep those joints lubricated, especially in the hips, which are particularly tight areas for a lot of footballers. And then we always end with an abs blast as well, just for that extra core stability. And that's typically the gym session done for the day. And then on our way out of the facility, we have to weigh ourselves once again. This is important to know for the physiotherapist if you're losing a lot of weight during training sessions, but also he just wants to know what your general weight is. If you're losing weight rapidly or gaining weight rapidly, he needs to address that issue as soon as possible. So he'll keep an eye on that. So we always have to weigh out after every single training session, as well as weigh in at the beginning. Then you can compare the difference. Typically, if you've lost weight, it's mainly water weight. So all you need to do really is replenish those fluids, and you should get back up to your regular weight. Then by the time we're done with our training session and gym session, we're usually out of the facility by around 1:15ish, and then I'm home by 1:30 to 1:45. So back from training, just having my post-training meal. That was a pretty typical training session for midweek. It's far enough away from the game we just had that we can ramp up the intensity, and also enough time to recover before this weekend's match. So that was quite an intense day. We trained for a couple of hours and then went into the gym and got a good workout in. So my post-training meal, I'm having some oatmeal with almond butter and also some jam, having some plain Greek yogurt with honey drizzled on top. And I'm also having this fruit smoothie, which has got a whole banana, mixed berries. It's also got oat milk and this protein powder, which our club supplied us. It's the same brand as the collagen I had this morning. So I'm going to eat that very high protein meal to help with my recovery, repair those muscle fibers, and that will set me up until dinner time. And then this afternoon I'm going to be doing some work for 7MLC training, so I've got to edit this video that you're watching right now. And I'm also going to be updating my website with some new photos. Huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. As you can see, Squarespace is where I built 7mlctraining.com. Super easy to customize it to make it look exactly how I want. So this is a look at the editing style, so you can just add new pages if you want to. You can also look at your analytics to see where in the world your clicks are coming from. If you have a look at geography here, you can see where in the world you're getting the most views from. So the US is my most popular, probably because that's where I'm based, but also the United Kingdom, India, Canada, and all of these countries. So pretty amazing to see how far 7MLC training is reaching. So as I said, so easy to build a professional looking website with Squarespace. You don't need to know anything about web design or coding. They've got so many templates there for you and other tools to help you build it and customize it exactly how you want to and represent your brand in the best way possible. And then once your website is up and running, they've got analytics, they've got marketing tools. They really are the all-in-one place to grow your online presence and manage your business. So if you have a website or you're thinking of building one or you have an online brand, I would recommend checking out Squarespace. They're the best place to build your own professional looking website with ease, and it's such a game changer for my brand, so I know it's going to be a game changer for yours as well. And if you use the link in my description, www.squarespace.com/7mlc, you can get 10% off your first website. I'm just going to finish off my post-training meal. I'm going to edit. I'm going to also update my website, and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. So it's the evening now. It is almost 8:45, so I'm just going to relax for the rest of the evening. I worked for a few hours, then I made dinner. For dinner I had brown rice, then I had basically a bolognese sauce and some green beans and broccoli. Now I'm having a little bit of a snack, so I'm just going to have some nuts, going to have some grapes, and then this is ginger tea. So I'm going to watch some Netflix. I've been watching Sunderland Till I Die, which is a series about Sunderland AFC, a club in England. Absolutely amazing series. You really see the ins and outs of a football club and stuff you don't even think about. Just so many different working parts to make a football club successful. And it's so interesting to watch, so fully recommend that. Then for the rest of the night, I'll just be relaxing. I'm going to do some of my recovery. You guys saw the recovery boots that I used in my previous video. And I always leave my yoga mat out just so I can get a stretch before bed. I find that's always just a good reminder. If I leave my yoga mat there, in the morning I get up, I see it, I want to do some stretching, and then before I go to bed, I do a little stretch as well, just to take care of my body. But that's going to be it for today's video. Not a lot of exciting stuff happening after training today. Usually I'll get to like a coffee shop to do my editing, or at least get to a nearby park, because there's some amazing parks here in Tulsa to get out and walk around, get some fresh air. But today was raining non-stop, so I just stayed inside and relaxed. So a little bit of a more mellow day today, but I'll try and document more of these days in the life. I know a lot of you are interested in them. And also, I mentioned in the previous Day in the Life episode that if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below, because I want you guys to learn through this experience as well and ask any questions that you might have. And although I got over 900 comments or something on the previous video, which is the most comments I've ever gotten on a video, I'm going to say 99% of those were just you guys congratulating me on signing with the new club. So I really appreciate that. Honestly, the support means so much to me. I'm glad you guys are on this journey with me, and I hope you benefit from it as well. So please ask away. Drop your comments down in the comment section down below, and I'll get back to you and at least answer a couple of them in the next video if I can. So let me know any questions that you might have. But I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.